Make her feel that Fabiola isn't getting the justice or respect she deserves. She further stated that she doesn't want people to remember her daughter as the little girl who passed away from abuse. I think that she deserves to be remembered more than that. She was always just so happy, so beautiful. Her curly, kinky hair. She was always laughing and just talking to everyone. She always talked so well for her age. So that's how I would like everyone to remember her, she said.
Never stop fighting for your babies, and and for those single moms, just all I can say is be careful, because you never know someone's true intentions. So just protect your babies with all of you can, with wrap your babies in your arms, and if I guess you ever have questions for the grieving mothers, I'll be here for you.
Background of the CCTV footage. It was a typical day when unexpected CCTV footage surfaced online, leaving people around the world astonished. The reason for their surprise was an uncanny resemblance captured on the screen to that of a deceased 2-year-old girl who was buried in Las Cruces Cemetery. Fabiola Nova Rodriguez is buried at the Masonic Cemetery on Compress Road in Las Cruces, where a stone angel wraps her arms around a heart-shaped headstone that reads, in part, "Forever in my heart, Mommy." Her headstone is surrounded by teal, pink, purple, and white flowers, yellow sunflowers, a baby doll dressed in purple pajamas, a lantern, and other toys. Steps away from Fabiola's burial site is the gravesite of James Bustamante, who died on November 23, 2019. His headstone is surrounded by flowers and lights that turn on when the sun sets. The Bustamante family discovered that their son's gravesite was being tampered with earlier this year. To address this upsetting situation, they took proactive measures by setting up a game camera on a nearby tree, aimed towards their son's resting place. Their objective was to gather proof of the person they suspected of causing their son's demise, as they believed this individual was also defacing his grave. At approximately 9:15 p.m. on June 1, a sudden and unexpected guest was caught on camera. A young girl who looked to be around the same age as Fabiola now, adorned with black, coiled, and curly hair. She stayed for a brief period at Bustamante's burial site before disappearing from the camera's frame. Soon after, a vehicle drove past the area. The individuals who reviewed the footage promptly notified the authorities, suspecting a child loss scenario. A worker reportedly told the family, "We know that little girl," and showed them where she was buried. The little girl's mother, Sandra Gonzalez, had reportedly alerted the graveyard owners to be on the lookout before the images were captured, as she noticed toys and other items left in front of her daughter's grave had begun to go missing. A day after the family went to cemetery owners with the images, they happened to run into Gonzalez while she was visiting her daughter's grave. Upon checking the footage, Gonzalez burst into tears when she saw the photos because she knew instantly that the little girl was Fabiola. According to Gonzalez, "I know that is my daughter. I guess that was like our sign that she's still here with us, and that she's still doing God's work. And to me, I believe she made herself seen because she's on a mission right now to be heard. Everything that's going on with the trial. I believe she's trying to do what's right." The two families have since become close. Gonzalez then shared the cemetery camera photos and her story of seeking justice in a social media post that has been widely shared and viewed. In her post, Gonzalez writes that there's not an ounce of her that doubts the child in the photos is Fabiola, because it looks like her head to toe, from her hair to her clothes and chanclas. Gonzalez writes, using a Spanish term for flip-flop shoes. Conclusion. As we conclude our video, the video has raised many questions about life after death. If we look into the story from a scientific point of view, then based on experts' opinions, it is plausible that these ghostly apparitions may be attributed to environmental factors, such as electromagnetic fields or infrasound, which can affect our perceptions and create illusions. But contrary to the scientific explanations, many believe that these apparitions are manifestations of spirits lingering in the earthly realm, seeking closure or delivering messages to the living. In short, Whether or not it is her ghost, the video has sparked a debate about life after death and the possibility of spirits returning to the world of the living. So what are your views on this apparition? What do you think? Are these apparitions mere figments of our imagination? Or could they be glimpses into the unknown realms beyond our comprehension? Thank you for watching our video. Remember to subscribe.